It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good evening. It's January 18th, 2023, and we're here at the Expo for tonight's exciting boys basketball action between the Eagles of Windham and your Portland Bulldogs. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt. Frank, Windham comes in tonight 3-7, Portland 8-3, two very different teams.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. Although if we noticed anything about that first matchup, anything can happen. That was a close game throughout. Portland ended up pulling away for a 15-point victory, but a very ugly, very sloppy game. I think that's what Windham's going to try to do tonight. Make it kind of a dive on the floor, loose ball style game. There were 55 turnovers in that first matchup between the two teams. If we go in that direction again, I would expect Windham to be right there.
So Windham is led, at least in the last four games, by Blake McPherson, who has a 16.5-point average, and 12 points a game by Crady Dixon, 8 points a game apiece for Owen Coombs and Quentin Lindsay, and Adrian Moody with about 6.5 points a game. Portland does not have a player yet averaging double figures. They do it as a team.
Absolutely, but we've seen kind of in the last few games, Steve, we're starting to see kind of a three-man rotation. It's going to be Jesse Camus, it's going to be Remy Giovanni, and Patia Donato. Those are kind of the big three for Portland offensively, and defensively, it's really that team effort, that in-your-face, man-to-man pressure. They've shown some nice looks out of like a zone trap. I would expect Portland to try to get out on the run, get some quick turnovers, and jump out to a quick lead.
Folks, Portland won Game 1. We'll see who wins Game 2 next on WPPS TV3. So we've got Peter Gribben, of course, the venerable veteran, legend announcer here.
And resident historian of Portland High School.
I did a game at SMCC, and Mark McGinnis and Mr. Bowring did it, and sure enough, in fact, at the end of the first half, there was one foul apiece for each team.
Well, very unlike the last matchup, Steve, where we had nearly 50 total fouls called, 55 turnovers. As we said in the opener, that wasn't exactly the prettiest matchup.
Yeah.
Windham's going to start number 1, Adrian Moody. Number 2, Owen Combs. Number 13, Quentin Lindsay.
The other forward is number 11, Benny Nziza.
Number 11, Benny Nziza.
That's a name that is not frequently seen. I can tell you that in terms of others, though, Moody averages 6.5 points a game. Coombs 8.25 a game. Lindsay about also 8.25 a game.
Blake McPherson also starting for the Eagles. Interestingly enough, Steve, the Windham's leading scorer from the first matchup, number 15, Eric Bowen, had 8 points. He'll come off the bench tonight, as well as their, I would say, one of their more versatile players, sophomore number 30, Crady Dixon. So look for Coach Pulkinen to go deep into the bench here.
Dixon averaging second on the team with 12 points a game. That's, absent a couple of games that weren't in the paper that we use to get the statistics, including Edward Little and Lewiston, which, but you can only imagine both of those teams, especially Lewiston, which is ranked number 1 right now in Class AA North. Probably didn't have a great lot of points there.
Would you please rise, remove your hat, focus your attention on the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So here we go as Camus and McPherson are set to jump at center court. You have tonight's starters for Portland, Frank.
Obviously, Jesse Camus, he had 13 points in the first matchup. He's joined by Patia Donato, Remy Giovanni, Brady Tower, and Kennedy Charles.
Tower second with 9 points in the last matchup, so he broke out a little bit. Had a good game.
Portland's up man-to-man.
In what wasn't a great game for Portland, although they did win. That'll be a turnover.
Very ugly. We're 1/55th of the way there, Steve. 55 turnovers between the two teams in that first game.
A little bit of a, well, we thought a little bit of a light press, but quickly over half court. Here's Brady Tower now. Tia Donato in the middle, back out again. Wani in the corner for three.
And as we look, Windham starters that they listed in the book were not correct. Number 30, Grady Dixon, is starting.
Yep, another turnover. Patia Donato on the left side. It's 4-on-1.
Yep, nice take.
Thomas on the break.
And good work by Jesse Thomas. Big man right on the floor. Get rewarded.
So 5-0 lead for the Bulldogs early. A minute into this contest. 2 quick turnovers for Windham already. You know, Frank, I'm not great at computing runs, but I can do it when there's 0 on one side.
5-0 Portland run to start the game.
Block, Camus.
So 3 Windham turnovers.
And from downtown, Camus. And you know he just felt that. He didn't even follow it. He just knew it.
Yep. Quick 8-0 lead for the Dogs. Out of bounds.
Wow.
4 turnovers, 4 possessions for Windham.
McPherson, over the long haul, not a great average, but over the last 4 games, 16.5 points a game. So, including 7 against the Dogs, but he had 20 points against Deering and 6 3-pointers.
Yeah, Portland did a very good job of closing out on Windham shooters in that first matchup.
Wani outside to Donato on the other side. Charles, okay, the rebound will come to Combs. Charles kind of batted it out there.
Yep, deflection by Remy Giovanni. Windham retains.
This is really good defense. Well, no shot clock in high school basketball. Nice cutting play there. The rebound, Donato.
Yeah, Windham took advantage of Portland overplaying, but couldn't get anything out of it. There's a carry. Portland's first turnover of the game. You don't see the carry call very often, Steve.
No, you really don't.
It's Portland 2-2-1.
Is that because it doesn't happen or because it's not called very much?
Well, I think it depends on how closely you want to look at the rules.
Well, Camus ran into number 12, but
oh boy.
Look at this steal.
Read it all the way.
1-on-1, protection, up and in, 2. A 10-0 run to start the game. We're going to have a Windham timeout with 4:51 left in the first quarter. Portland up 10-0. We are back from the Windham timeout. So Quentin Lindsay will take it in. Owen Coombs will take it down.
Yep, Portland sticking with that 2-2-1 3-quarter court. Kevin Ruger-Beer was entered the game for the Bulldogs.
Grady Dixon, I guess, still in for the Windham, and with a blocking foul on Brady Tower. That'll be his first.
First foul of the game.
Fourth foul. This first foul on number 3, Brady Tower. First on the team.
First point of the game for Windham. Breaking a 10-0 run, Quentin Lindsay.
Lindsay had 6 points in the first matchup. Handful of assists. Seemed to be everywhere defensively as well for Windham.
Tore over half court. Oop.
Loses it.
And it's going to be off of, I think,
Off Rugabira.
Rugabira, who's on the floor. He took a little bit of a header there. As Pepito Garamgisha will step in for Brady Tower.
Portland 2-3 zone on the inbound. Good look.
For the three.
Number 3 by Blake McPherson.
Cut the lead in half now, Steve.
That's right, it's 10-5. With 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Rugabira.
And Kevin had a big game in the first matchup, scoring 9 points, all threes, all in the second half. For a little while, he was Portland's offense.
Camus for 2. Oh, he is just feeling it. He has really found his way this year. That's Moody. Nice dish. And the McPherson for 2. He's got 5 points on the game. 12-7 is the score. It's a 5-point lead for Portland. Whoa. Camus unselfishly dishes to Kennedy Charles, who hits the long 2.
Yeah, nice look by Camus. They closed out on him hard. And Kennedy converts the 3.
Oh, it is the 3, isn't it? I thought it was 2, but...
There's another carry. Steve, are you looking at the wrong three-point line? That's usually a visiting team problem. You and I are here enough.
So Donato's going to take a break here. Garamgisha, Rugabira back in. And we have a foul on Owen Combs.
His first. Windham's first.
Foul, Windham number 2, Owen Combs. He's first.
Kevin Rugabira will take it out here. And Garamgisha will get it. Oh, Jesse Camus at the foul line.
Why not?
Goodness gracious.
He's feeling it.
9 points in the first quarter with 2.5 minutes left here for Jesse Camus. Gives the Dogs a 10-point lead.
Nice read by Remy Joe there.
Great hands. And now Brady Tower will check back in for Kevin Rugabira. And Eric Bowen will check in for Owen Combs. Bowen's had a couple of games with double figures, including 12 against South Portland and 10 against Deering. A long 3 doesn't fall. Kennedy Charles with the rebound. Brings it down himself. Garamgisha inside.
Yeah, nice body control there, fighting through the contact. Little Euro step for 2.
12-point lead, 19-7. Just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Dogs in front.
Deflection from Camus. They retain.
Well, that lane was closed off by Wani. Good defense, but the nice rebound by Lindsay. He puts it up, and he's going to get fouled.
And, you know, Camus was in great position, but he just kind of reached over. When he brought his hands down, that was the foul. Hear Coach Russo say that he had his hand straight up. He did for a time. Then he brought him down just as the shooter was going up. So probably a good call on Camus.
He's going to be replaced by Patia Donato.
Drew Vayu enters the game for Portland as well.
And Rugabira will take a seat. Vayu comes in and gets a rebound. On the break. Wisely pulled out by Garam Gisha. Brady Toa tries to clear it out. Whoop, whoop. Wani over to Garam Gisha. Toa fouled.
That will be on Coombs, his second.
Foul is on number 2 for Windham, Owen Coombs, his second.
Garam Gisha now to bring it in to Brady Toer. Bowen on him. Garam Gisha to Toer. Toer dribbles into traffic, and oh my goodness. And he's going to be fouled by Bowen.
And Bowen kind of grabbed at the ball, but reached across the body to do it.
Oh, they're going to push a little. There you go.
Yeah, and Grady Dixon's going to come up with a foul, but it was Bowen who was doing the pushing with Toer. James Johnson wisely replacing Brady Toer. He's getting a little bit hot with Bowen. Looked like he was kind of headed in the wrong direction.
Now, the way I saw it, I agree with that, and it's a good call. I'm not so sure that I'd blame Brady Toer for that particular bit of contact.
Oh, no, there was a little contact kind of after the previous foul, a little contact before the inbound.
Everybody gets a little feisty, I guess. But
yep.
It's a 10-point lead for the Dogs. Half a minute left here in the first quarter. 19-9 is the score here on WPPS TV3. A long three over the top of the backboard. Garam Gisha, there's 24 seconds, plenty of time. It's on the break. He sees Wani inside and in. So Portland doing it on both ends tonight. 21-19, 9 seconds left. Combs, nice move. Floats it, doesn't fall. And there you go. We saw James Johnson in. 21-9 is the score after the first quarter. Dogs in front. We are going to start second quarter action. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3. Bringing you Portland Bulldogs boys basketball all season long. And on occasion covering for Henry and Seth Gio and doing a girls game.
So Portland opens the second quarter with their third turnover of the game.
Windham has double that at 6.
Yeah, nice takeaway by Patia there. Just got his hand in, stripped the ball handler.
Underneath. Wow, great hands.
Yeah, well, foul on Bowen.
So Bowen comes in and gets 2 fouls relatively quickly.
Foul, number 50, Eric Bowen, his second. 5 on the team.
Johnson takes it in to Wani Donato. Remy Joe Wani.
Nice look to Vayu. Elbow jumper.
Donato with the rebound. Wani back to Patia Donato. And we're going to have an offensive foul.
Of course, Steve, you missed that first matchup in Windham. Luckily, it seemed like an offensive foul fest at times. So our first charge called tonight, and we're already through a quarter of basketball.
Charles Tower, all back to
Taken away. Tower with the steal.
And here's Kennedy Charles now beyond the arc. Toa grabs it. No luck, but nobody there either.
And Coach Russo is going to look for a 30-second timeout.
So we'll take one, too. 6:50 left here in the first half. 21-9 is the score. Dogs in front.
So it'll be Windham ball under their own basket. Looks like full court man from Portland.
We have already Moody with a foul.
Nope. That's
a white one.
Rugabewa.
Excuse me, they're going to say that.
They have been calling them both white, though, which is a little more than confusing for us up here.
his first.
Bowen. Nice catch. Makes you wonder if he played football. Nice defense here by the Dogs. Donato, but over Donato. Lindsay for two.
A nice little pivot from Quentin Lindsay.
Basket was by Quentin Lindsay.
Remy Giovanni beyond the arc. He's got Lindsay on him.
Yeah, nice pass. Can't leave Kevin Rigoberto alone.
Especially when you got to Tia Donato underneath. He draws the foul.
That foul will be on Blake McPherson. His first. Wyndham's fifth. McPherson fouled out of the first game. So he's in a much better position tonight than he was a couple weeks ago.
He's been their leading scorer by far over the past few games. Converting the first one to make it an 11-point lead. Here's Pepito Graham-Gisha. We have a substitute now.
He'll replace Kennedy Charles.
Donato converts both. There were some problems up in Oxford Hills in the last game where the Dogs only shot about 27% to 68% or so for Oxford Hills from the charity stripe, and that was a lot of the reason why things happened the way they did.
Oh, you can definitely say that was the difference in the game.
And Zine is back in the game for Windham. He's number 11.
And again, good defensive possession here off the man-to-man.
I just can't imagine having Remy Giovanni covering me. I can't imagine having Tia Donato cover me. In fact, if it were me, anybody.
And again, great defensive possession there. We'll see who this is on. I think it's going to be on Lindsley.
Yeah,
it is on Lindsay.
You're correct. His first foul.
Yeah, Wyndham's seventh. Yeah, I guess I was off by one. So we'll have 1-1 for Remy Giovanni.
Two players with him with two fouls, Bowen and Combs. One apiece for Moody, Lindsay, and Dixon.
One hits the first.
He converts both. Dogs have a 13-point lead.
Make that 14.
Oh, that's correct. Makes it 14. Whoop.
Again, good up-in-your-face man-to-man defense here from Portland. Yep, nice read.
It's 2-on-2. He's going to be fouled. Moody, his second.
And we have the technical foul on someone.
It's going to be on Adrian Moody.
And we'll shoot the technical foul first.
Foul is on number 1.
Coach Bulkinen getting the explanation. I'm not sure he's happy with it, but Kevin Ruggiero is going to shoot.
And they haven't announced the technical. I believe it is on Moody. A one-shot technical?
2-shot. He missed the first one.
Ruggiero shot the first one.
Oh, right. That's right. Can they do this?
I'm not sure.
Like the first one was just a practice run? So 1 out of 3. And it'll be Portland possession now. And Moody's going to take a seat.
Okay, so I'm guessing that Ruggiero shot the 1-and-1 first, and then Petilla Donato had the technical. At least that's how it would make sense.
Wow, Tower. He got away from that good defense and
That slippery ball handler. Pass off Windham. Windham fan is not pleased with it.
neither is their coach.
And that time it'll be win the ball.
Drew Vayu, number 20, in for the Bulldogs.
So Drew Vayu is going to come in. He'll spell Brady Tower here. So the Dogs will go a little bit big. .30 is Dixon. Back to Lindsay, over to Bowen. Bowen inside, gets the ball stripped. And here's Wani Donato. Woo! Oh my gosh. Gallant effort by Guillaume Guicha.
And we'll foul on Kennedy Charles.
That'll be his first. Portland's fifth. They still have two to give. Or one to give. Holmes over half court.
That is that 1-2-2. Nice break by Dixon. Wide open.
Bowen made the best of it.
Last basket by 15, Eric Bowen.
26-13 is the score. Dogs in front. Charles in the corner. Doesn't hit, but Remy Jowani underneath with a nice rebound. Stops, shoots, hits.
Why not? You know,
9
Steve,
points.
since that game at Thornton Academy, we've really seen a different Remy Jowani.
That could have been a foul, a warding foul on Bowen. Instead, it's going to be a blocking foul on Guillaume Guicha.
Pepito's first.
No, I had him down for 2, but I could be wrong.
One foul, number 4, Pepito Gianluca. His first.
You're correct, and I'm not, according to Peter Gribben. Bowen will be at the line, shooting 2.
No, he won't. I think the officials thought it was 1-1.
Okay.
Instead, it'll be just a end line inbound.
Not until the next foul. Portland has 6. Charles, oh boy, gosh, sails it way over.
He was a run-first quarterback through football season.
Yes, he was. And a Fitzpatrick finalist. Eric Soren won it, actually, we just saw him at Oxford Hills. Great young man, 4.0 average. By the way, Kennedy Charles very close to that. It's 3.8, 3.85 at Portland High.
Nice spot up by Blake McPherson.
It's a 3?
It is.
So here comes Remy Jowani to Jesse Kamas. In the corner here to Garam Gisha for 3. His 5th point of the game. 31-16, 2 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the first half. Nice drive by Grady Dixon for 2. Gaggle of Portland players. Wani is stripped.
Dixon traveled on that, I think, but Remy Joe gets the block.
And then Dixon back up with it and in.
Number 30, Grady Dixon.
Garam Gisha now in trouble. Fall away and in for Wani.
Yeah, that little 15-foot pull-up is really working well for Remy Joe.
The only player in double figures tonight. Well, actually, yes, that's correct. 11 points for Wani. In the corner over everything, Kamas comes up with it. Remy Jowani now, 1.5 minutes left in this half. 33-20 is the score. They'll have an offensive foul on Remy Jowani. Kevin Rugabira, Brady Tower, and Sam Esposito in for the Dogs as Vayu, Garam Gisha, and Charles will take a break.
And off that offensive foul, that makes it 10 turnovers apiece.
Whoa, that isn't a carry?
Either way, Portland basketball.
Tower. Well, Kamas comes up with it. He's right where he needs to be. He hits double figures with 11 himself. 15-point Portland lead, 44 seconds left here in this half. Well,
no, it was.
Was it?
It was.
After the travel, though, or before?
I don't think it was a travel.
This is why I couldn't be a basketball referee. I will admit it.
Steve, would it be unkind for me to say you're showing your age with the travel calls?
Well, I guess you'd be unkind to say, you'd be correct to say I don't recognize the European step. So Vayu now comes in. McPherson misses the first shot.
Owen Delkin, number 20. Windham.
And the second one, but inside with the rebound is Nitsa. And Vayu with a nice rebound. 25 seconds left. Esposito over half court. He's got Brady Tower.
Yep. Got to be aware of the situation here. Don't expect to see Portland play for one shot.
Rugabira. Vayu wants it. Over everything, though. Rugabira with the rebound.
Still plenty of time.
Tower.
Not anymore.
Well, a gallant effort, a first half where the Dogs are up by 15. So here we are at halftime, Frank, and the Dogs 35-20. They have a 15-point lead, but they really dominated the first half.
Yeah, Portland led by 2 players in double figures, Remy Jowani and Jesse Kamas, each with 11 points. Patia Donato chipping in 5 points, 4 rebounds. But most of all, Steve, it's been the steals. It's been hands in passing lanes. It's been creating double-digit turnovers for Windham, and most of all, turning those into points tonight.
And Windham is led by Blake McPherson with 8 points and Quentin Lindsay with 6. We're going to bring you second half action in a moment. So second half action now. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt here. We have Tori Bachman on camera today. Quentin Lindsay's going to take it in to Combs. Combs got Charles on him. Inside, Camus, hands up.
Again, good. That was good defense there by Camus, but Lindsay converts anyway.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Lindsay. Quickly over half court, Brady Tower.
That's an offensive foul. Yep, every time.
Well, he says, my bad. He realized it.
Yeah, out of control. Thought he had a nice fast break on the press break. Just got to regroup, play good defense. Here's the 1-2-2 half-court trap from Portland.
Wow. For forcing that turnover, I think it might have been Camus.
And again, just good overall defense, good rotation on that press.
Windham now on the press, such as it is. Donato with Charles in the corner. Here's Brady Tower. Wani. Rebound, I think, is Moody.
Yep.
Almost another turnover. At the foul line, Moody converts. Makes it an 11-point game. Dogs up 35-24. It's a 4-point run to start the second half. Nice no-look pass. Donato inside, doesn't fall. Thomas with the rebound, puts it up. Doesn't fall, but he gets an. Oh my goodness.
It's going to be McPherson who comes up with it. Win him on the break. Again, nice hustle there by Remy Giovanni. I think that they call him for the foul. He thinks he got all ball, but good hustle to prevent the layup. Nope, the foul will be on Tower on the swipe.
Foul is on number 3, Brady Tower, his third.
It's his third foul of the game.
Creighton Dixon at the line.
They do depend on him to handle the ball. He's likely to come out now, though.
Ruggiero and Sam Esposito set to check in.
As Dixon does not convert the first one, Jesse Camus is also going to take a seat. Kevin Ruggiero is going to come in as well, and he's going to replace Kennedy Charles. So converting one of two is Dixon.
And I think we'll have a Windham timeout. No, we got a technical foul. I think it's on the check-in.
So what does that mean? That they didn't properly check in at the table?
I'm not even sure if it's going to be assessed on a player or an indirect bench. The player's never waved in, but
well, Dixon converts that. He gets another shot at it here as the Eagles come within 9.
And most of all, Windham will retain the ball.
Combs over half court.
Yeah, a little 2-3 look from Portland.
Moody inside to Lindsay, back out again to McPherson. Combs with a long 3. Donato skies outlet to Garam Gisha. Just a turnover.
Yeah, probably a good non-call. Looked like the Windham player was going down before the contact. Sure, Coach Russo will be looking for a blocking foul there. Portland will fall back to man-to-man.
So almost a steal there. Good hands. Wow. Donato went hard down to the floor.
Yep. Jump ball arrow pointing to Portland.
And so did Esposito.
So 13th Eagles turnover, 12 for the Bulldogs.
Over half court, Kevin Rugabira, one-on-one with Moody. Stopping at the foul line, Patia Donato. Charles comes up with it. Goes back out with it again. Donato for three. And he will hit it. He's got 8 points in this contest. It's now a 12-point lead again, and the Dogs will press. Broken quickly by Windham. Left side, doesn't fall for McPherson.
Yeah, Portland's just going to want to run here.
Wani has that knee brace on. He almost had the ball stolen. Donato for three. And he'll hit it. You know, it didn't look like he had the trajectory, but I guess he did. Quick three-pointers. The only points for the Dogs in this quarter, 41-26 here, with 4:18 left in the third quarter.
Yep.
A steal. And here's Rugabira. Nice defense. Dixon with the rebound. Quickly down the other way. My goodness. Oh, a blocking foul.
Wow. That looked like a textbook charge to me. But that's why I haven't taken the test, I guess.
Foul was on Portland, number 10, Remy Joe.
That's Remy Joe's second.
Oh, excuse me. I have 3 for him. You have 2. In any event, he's going to take a seat here for a moment.
If he's taking a seat, it's likely to be his third.
Tyree James is in the game here for Windham. He's number 10. McPherson. Back out to Bowen. I thought Bowen was going to take an NBA or at least a G League 3. Inside.
There's your offensive foul. Sam Esposito, nice take there. The foul will be on Blake McPherson, his second. Windham first foul of the second half. The Eagles showing full court man pressure. As number 12, Eddie Antonio will check in for the Bulldogs. Charles with the inbound. He's got space, breaks the press easily. Nice look, Veyu in the corner for three. No good, rebound to James, but he's trapped. And we'll have a wise timeout there by Coach Balkanen.
So with 3:17 left in the third quarter, the Dogs are up 41-26. We are back after the timeout. Portland with the press here. Donato on Dixon. Bowen. Has Charles on him. Great defense for the Dogs here.
Yep, that tight man-to-man still.
Bowen. He carried. Oh.
Yeah, hand check, Eddie Antonio. Get a little handsy on the first possession. And they'll get the quick foul on him.
Tyree James is in the game here, number 10. He scored 10 points against Thornton Academy for Windham. No small feat. Veyu had the rebound taken from him, but
will stay Portland basketball.
Will be Portland ball. Antonio with the ball.
Yep, there's the jump. And a little bit of a run and jump look from Windham. Wow.
Antonio in the middle. Nice rebound by Quentin Lindsay. Sees Dixon. Dixon has McPherson. That's a nice bucket for Blake McPherson for 3. It's a 12-point Portland lead, 41-29. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Kennedy Charles at the foul line. Oh, unselfishly dumps it off to Drew Vayu. Antonio with the rebound. In the corner, Sam Esposito. Rebound Dixon. McPherson on the right.
This is a big possession for Windham here.
Well, he was feeling it. But
yeah, not the shot they needed, though.
No, Sam Esposito with the rebound. Kennedy Charles will bring it over half court.
Yeah, Portland only with 6 points this quarter. Those 2 threes by Petilla Donato. They got to get something going offensively. As we've seen in many of these games, Steve, these little power outages on the offensive side for Portland's really done them in. Good deflection by Lindsay.
Rugabira and Guillaume Guicha and Tower will come in. Johnson will come in for Esposito, Antonio.
Line change for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a couple others I didn't see. Anyway, Johnson now has James on him. Guillaume Guicha.
Yep, he'll be fouled by Lindsay. Lindsay second.
Guillaume Guicha will be shooting 2 at the line. Portland has 5 team fouls this quarter. Windham has 2.
Guicha gets the much-needed foul shot.
But 25 comes in. Is that Angel or?
That is Angel Ariana.
Ariana. So definitely going deep into his bench. Coach Russo getting some good minutes and seeing how his other players will do. James.
Wow. Yeah, a little out of control.
Here comes Kennedy Charles, up and in. His 5th point of the game. 45-29, 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
That foul on Johnson. Nope, that'll be on Rugabira.
Well, that's, I believe, his second.
Portland 6th. So no more fouls to give for the Bulldogs. 2 shots for Lindsay.
And Eddie Antonio set to check back in, this time for Kennedy Charles. He'll hang back, as Charles did, cover Combs. Converting 1 of 2, Quentin Lindsay. His 9th point of the game.
That foul will be on Dixon. Try to get the back tip on Rugabira. I'm sorry, Guicha, that is. Dixon's 2nd foul. Windham's 3rd.
That was on number 30, Dixon, his 2nd.
Johnson in the corner. McPherson throws it. There was a little bit more time to go. It will be Portland ball, but 0.7 seconds left.
Yep, turnover and name only. Really no time for Portland to do much with it.
But you know what? Johnson does get it off.
And it was on the money.
It was a 15-point lead at halftime. It's a 15-point lead now. 45-30. We'll be giving you fourth quarter action in a moment. Well, my friend, we are under a winter storm watch here in Portland. And we'll see if that plays into whether Portland will travel to Falmouth this coming Friday night. This is the 18th, this particular game. But we'll start fourth quarter action here at the Expo.
Yep. Bulldogs going with their original starters on the floor. Tower, Charles, Donato, Wani, and Kamas.
Well, it's a nice save there by Dixon. Maybe it was meant for him all, to begin with. McPherson with the long three. He hits it.
McPherson's got a nice feel for this building, Steve.
14 points as well. He leads all scorers. Here's Wani.
Yeah, nice look.
Donato in the corner. Doesn't fall. McPherson with the rebound. He's going to be fouled. Well, no. We'll see what happens.
I think they say he might have landed out of bounds.
Yeah, yeah. Or that he did.
Yep.
Windham, 11,
So Benny Nziza will check in for Windham. Ready toe around the arc. Goes the length of it. Inside to Thomas, but there's traffic there. But there's going to be a foul. We'll see if it's on. It's going to be on
Combs.
Combs, his third.
Wyndham's fourth. Coach Russo will grab a timeout.
So just a minute into the fourth quarter, 45-33 is the score. Dogs up front. We are back. 45-33 is the score. 7 minutes of basketball left in regulation here tonight at the Expo as the Dogs are way up front. Tower goes all the way to the other basket practically. Charles has Wani. Thomas inside.
Yeah, I mean, that's the matchup that Portland wants to get it to. Is they want to get it to Thomas.
Good hands to come up with it.
Yeah, lucky to come up with it. A nice follow there by Donato.
Still doesn't fall. Charles, and that's interesting. It looked like it was off of Charles's foot, but
I'm going to say it's off Nziza.
30 seconds knocked off the clock there. Still Portland ball. Thomas has Wani posting. He just goes through traffic.
Why not?
Goodness. Stumbling, rumbling, bumbling. 13 points for Jesse Kamas. So he led Portland in the first game, and he leads Portland now.
Yeah.
Holmes.
Nice ball fake, got him an open shot, but he couldn't convert.
Donato with the rebound. He goes coast to coast. He's got Tower in the corner. Tower's in traffic. Wow. Comes out of the fray. Goes up with it. Doesn't fall. And a Windham turnover. Wani.
Oh, there's the isolation.
Yeah, well, you saw it. And it was, you weren't the only one that saw it. Donato converts the pass and in. 49-33. There's the open player underneath. Nice effort, and we'll see who gets the foul. It's going to be on Patia Donato.
You're correct. His second. Bulldogs seventh. So we'll be shooting 1-1 for Grady Dixon.
49-33, folks, with 5:09 left. Dogs in front here at the Expo. Thomas with the rebound, pushes it up to Tower. Tower's got Charles. Back to Tower. Inside, cutting Donato.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut.
Nice pass. Brady Tower assists there. Combs. Thomas, another turnover. Here's the pick. Tower fights through it. He's got Donato on the left.
A foul on the floor. It'll be on number 12, Blake McPherson, his third. Windham's fifth.
So, Tyree James and Quentin Lindsay will check back in for Windham. Whoop.
And, you know, there's no reason for Kennedy Charles to throw that back. He could have just picked it up. Not a backcourt violation. But that's Portland's 13th turnover.
What was in his mind at that time to think it was?
I think he just assumed since there was a inbound under the basket that it would be a backcourt violation. You can throw it back anytime you want off the inbound.
Wholesale changes here for the Dogs, including Drew Vayu. We're going to have a timeout as well. So 4:18 left, 51-33, Dogs in front. So coming off the timeout, Quentin Lindsay will take it in. He and Combs discuss the play here. Kevin Mugabira on him. No. Oh, the nice cutting play. Inside, McPherson for two.
Yeah, Windham's done some nice things. They just haven't been able to get consistent.
35 rather, with 4 minutes left. Hand check
on James.
His first.
Windham sixth.
Windham fly number 10, Tyree James. His first.
Thomas has Wani. Wani steps out, back in.
Yep, nice step up by
McPherson.
McPherson just stepped in, grabbed the block. 14th Bulldog turnover, 19 for the Eagles.
The fall away. Well, yeah, but Lindsay with the rebound. Spins. Gets another offensive rebound, and Drew Vayu on the break. Gets it back, and he is stuffed. He's going to be hitting, well, no,
nope.
Okay, so it'll be Portland ball.
Yeah, a lot of contact, but no foul.
Local student section here tonight. Vayu underneath. Oh my goodness.
He needed that one.
Five is Connor Genvrin for Windham. Genvrin had an early, pretty good run at the beginning. He had 12 points against Gorham, but it's been relatively quiet. His last game, he had 5 against Bangor. Coming in late in the game here.
And at the table to check in is number 32, Hayden Bachman. And he will come in on that dead ball. The Windham foul on McPherson, number 4. So as Bachman checks in, it'll be 1-1 for Kevin Rugabirwa.
And the rebound will come to McPherson, but we have a steal and a foul. Eddie Antonio set to check in for the Dogs. Rugabirwa.
I'm not sure where I miscounted my fouls. If that's a McPherson, I have him as 5. And it is 5.
So converting those is Rugabirwa. 2:40 left. The long three for Nziza. Here's Johnson over the half court. Antonio.
Yep, trap there on Antonio.
Yeah.
Nice split.
Rugabirwa off the glass. Hayden gets a hand on it, and no conversion there. The rebound to Nziza. Now we'll have a foul and in. That's going to be on Hayden Bachman, I believe.
And he makes his name onto our stat sheet.
And a rebound to Angel Orellana. Johnson. Esposito, Antonio. Woo. What a move. The future of the Bulldogs. Eddie Antonio for 2. Here's Combs inside. Boom. It's an offensive foul. Hayden Bachman took one for the team.
Yep, nice rotation, nice take. And he'll get a nice hand from his teammates as well. That foul will be on Combs. And his coach Puckett will be clearing his bench now as well.
Devin Walker checks in for the Dogs now. And, we've got number 43 not on the roster here for Windham.
Number 43, Matthew
Solway, we're told. Here's Antonio's got 2 on him. Esposito with the balls. A minute left here. Antonio, Coach Russo gets a chance to see what his team will do and his bench will do. Antonio a little off kilter there. And the foul will be the reach in on Sam Esposito on Nziza. That'll be Sam's first foul of the game.
Nziza will be shooting 1-1.
And Drew Veo will check back in for Esposito. Rebound, Hayden Bachman.
Good look for James.
The rebound, Angel. Ariana over half court. And a push by Bowen. His third.
Windham's eighth. Eddie Antonio will be shooting 1-1.
Yeah, by my count, it's 10. So if it's 10,
And you're correct.
then they'll be shooting 2 here.
Windham is over the limit.
Antonio, his third point of the game.
Free throw, Eddie Antonio.
The rebound will come to Genvrin. In the corner here, Solway for 3. So 21 seconds left, 57-43 is the score. Portland's going to have a resounding victory here tonight. Veyu. Antonio. Oops, off of Antonio's foot, but he loses it. And that's going to do it. 57-43 is the score. The Dogs win.
57-43.
We'll get the team shaking hands, and after that, Frank and I will be back to wrap up. So tonight, the Portland Bulldogs go to 9-3 on the strength of a 14-point victory over the Windham Eagles. They were led by Patia Donato with 15 points, Jesse Kamas with 13 points, and Remy Jowani with 11.
Yeah, that was that big three we talked about in the introduction, and again at halftime. If those three players can get into double figures, you can have a sprinkling of points elsewhere. 7 from Pepito Girmagisha, 5 from Kennedy Charles, 3 from Kevin Rugabirwa. But you need those three guys to be able to carry you in terms of point production.
Folks, Windham was led, as they have been in the last 5 games now, by Blake McPherson with 16 points. Next up was Quentin Lindsay with 9. All around, a decent effort by the Bulldogs. That I'm not saying that they're going to get necessarily any more heel points for this. And as we look at the heel points right now, Lewiston's number 1, Oxford Hill's number 2, Portland's number 3. Lewiston on the strength of beating both Portland and Oxford Hills.
Yeah, Lewiston's a fantastic team. We saw them in the first game of the season. For Portland to be able to kind of get up into that upper echelon, they're going to have to play a full 32 minutes. We saw a little bit of that offensive power outage in the third quarter tonight, Steve. They're going to have to clean that up. They forced 21 turnovers. Really, in the second half, though, didn't really convert on them like they did early on.
Folks, that's going to do it from the Expo. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman on camera for WPPS TV3, saying so long, and we'll see you next time. Good night.